If there is one thing that has always been there for me in my life, well, in my kitchen, it is my slow cooker. My slow cooker has never let me down. So today I am sharing 7 dump and go slow cooker recipes with you. These are easy dump and go recipes that you can make, when you're kind of having an extra crazy busy week, or you just want a delicious, easy slow cooker recipe. Let's get to my kitchen. Let's get to slow cooking. This one might be an odd one to kick us off with for today, but just trust me, we are making a massive batch of cooked ground beef. This will help you out so much in the kitchen, especially during those busy nights. So to your slow cooker, add between 3 to 5 pounds of ground beef right in there. You could use any type of ground beef, any lean ground beef or not as lean ground beef will work. Just to your slow cooker, add in 3/4 cup of beef broth, 1 diced yellow onion, tablespoon of minced garlic, and then for the seasonings, I'm adding in a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of pepper, half a teaspoon of paprika, and oregano. The reason why this is so helpful is because you are making a massive amount of ground beef at once, and then this will last in your fridge up to 3 days, or you could store it in like individual bags and keep it in your freezer for up to 3 months. Just cook this on low for about 6 hours. Once your ground beef is cooked through, just remove it with a slotted spoon. That way all of the drippings, drip down into your slow cooker and you just get the ground beef. Place it in a bowl, let this ground beef completely cool down, and then you could store it in freezer bags. Keep it in your freezer, like I said, up to 3 months. I like to keep it in individual bags and then pull it out sometimes when I make different meals like spaghetti, enchiladas. You could use this for different soups, stews. It really is so easy, and then if you do find ground beef on sale, this will help you save a ton of money as well. So just a great way to make up a large amount of ground beef and help you during the week when you're preparing your meals. While I was preparing my ground beef, I thought to myself it would be nice to have some delicious chicken in my freezer ready to go. So now that was what we are doing. We are making my all-time favorite freezer meal chicken. So to your slow cooker, add 3 to 6 pounds of chicken breast, then add in 2/3 cup of chicken broth. Next, you're going to add in a teaspoon of salt, a dash of pepper, a half a teaspoon of paprika, then a half a teaspoon of garlic powder, onion powder, and Italian seasoning. Give this a little stir. Like I said, this is my all-time favorite slow cooker chicken. It is a little bit herby. It's just so flavorsome. It just comes out absolutely delicious. It is not bland at all, and it is juicy and just, full of flavor. Cook this on low for about 5 to 6 hours. Once the cooking time is up, you could either chop up your chicken into kind of cubes, or you could shred up your chicken. Either way works super well, but while we shred up our chicken, I do like to add in about 3/4 cup of the juice from the slow cooker. That's really what makes this chicken extra juicy and delicious. But this chicken will last in your fridge up to 3 to 4 days, and then it will last in your freezer up to 3 months. I actually like to portion out the chicken into 1-pound bags or half-pound bags, and then just store it in glass containers or any type of container or a freezer bag in my freezer. And then that way, whenever I need to pull out some chicken for a recipe like enchiladas, you could pull it out for a pasta dish or just a simple chicken salad. Pull it out, it's already portioned for you and just ready to go. It thaws in no time at all. Now we're making a slow cooker dinner that's not like a meal prep slow cooker dinner, but we're making this shredded beef now. It's one of my new favorite slow cooker recipes, actually. It's so good. I wouldn't necessarily say this is a cheat meal, but I did make it for a lot of people. I was hosting for dinner on that night and I wanted to make something special, so this is what we are making. I added in my 3 to 4 pound chuck roast, 1 cup of beef broth, 2 tablespoons of low sodium soy sauce, and then you're going to add in 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. This chuck roast comes out rich, delicious, flavorsome. It is amazing. You're also going to add in a tablespoon of minced garlic along with a half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of pepper, half a teaspoon of garlic, onion powder, and 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning. Like I said, this chuck roast is absolutely amazing. Cook it on low for about 8 to 9 hours while you are gone all day. Your house is going to be smelling so magical when you come home. Once the cooking time is up and your chuck roast is fall apart, buttery tender, just shred it up, remove any of the fatty pieces in your slow cooker, give it a stir in the gravy in your slow cooker, then you could serve this up. We served ours over a bed of mashed potatoes with green beans on the side. I did steam those green beans, but chuck roast has gotten pretty pricey at the grocery store, but there was a ton of chuck roast in this dish, and I made it for a large amount of people. This was definitely a special, delicious dinner. I recommend it. Now we're making this Parmesan garlic chicken and potatoes. This one's an easy one. Grab your 1.5 pounds of golden potatoes, just cut them into kind of like bite-sized pieces. Now we're getting started on the Parmesan garlic sauce. So into a bowl, add in 1/2 cup of water, along with 3/4 cup of the Buffalo Wild Wings Parmesan garlic sauce. This sauce is really good. I've been super impressed with it. I've made it with like a couple recipes, and I just think it's good. I do think some stores have like an off-brand one of those sauces as well. I just couldn't find one at my store, so I use the name brand. Anyway, just give it a whisk, and into my slow cooker I added my potatoes along with a tablespoon of olive oil, and then you're going to add in 1/2 teaspoon of salt, dash of pepper, and 1/2 teaspoon of paprika. Give this a stir to coat those potatoes in the seasonings just so they're a little bit more flavorsome. Now add in about 2 pounds of cubed chicken breast, season the chicken with a dash of salt, pepper, and paprika. Give the chicken a little stir to get coated in those seasonings. Then over the top of the chicken, you're going to pour that garlic Parmesan sauce. Cover it with a lid, let this cook on low for about 5 to 6 hours. Once the cooking time is up, you're going to add in a cup of mozzarella cheese along with 1/3 cup of Parmesan cheese. This gives it like a rich, cheesy flavor. If you're not a cheese fan though, just skip the cheese. Give this a stir, let the cheese melt down for about 5 to 10 minutes. Then you could serve this simple dinner up. It just looks so yummy at this point. The potatoes are nice and tender. It really is good. And then I did serve this alongside of a salad kit. I have been so into salad kits recently. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because it's like the heat of the summer, but I did make it with this Walmart Southwest style kit, and I did find that it was really good. This did make for a couple dinners out of that one salad kit, so it's a pretty good deal. Now we're making these Hawaiian barbecue chicken sandwiches. I kind of threw this sauce mixture together with what I had on hand, and it turned out amazing. So to a bowl, add in 6 ounces of pineapple juice. Next, add in a tablespoon of minced garlic, followed by 1/3 cup of brown sugar, 1/2 cup of ketchup, and then 1/2 teaspoon of salt and a dash of pepper. You're also going to add in 2 tablespoons of low sodium soy sauce, along with 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, half of a diced yellow onion, and 1/2 teaspoon of paprika. I'm telling you, I threw in like a lot of things into this sauce, but it turned out phenomenal. Just give this a little whisk after you add all of your ingredients in. As I was whisking this, I added in 1/3 cup of water. Just continue to whisk this, and then you could use either chicken breasts or chicken thighs for this recipe. I'm using 2 pounds of trimmed boneless, skinless chicken thighs. Chicken thighs just come out so juicy when they're slow cooked like this. They come out super tender, and if you overcook them, well, it just doesn't matter as much as if you like make chicken breast. But like I said, you could also do chicken breast. They just don't come out as juicy as chicken thighs. Chicken thighs are also super affordable, but after the chicken's cooked through on low for about 5 hours, just shred up the chicken in the juice from your slow cooker. We served ours in a hamburger bun with coleslaw over the top. Like I said before, I've kind of been in like a salad kit kick recently, so I served this alongside of like Asian style salad. It turned out so good. Really enjoyed that salad. Now we're getting started on this smoked kielbasa and potatoes. This one's definitely a unique one for the slow cooker. Go ahead and slice your 14 ounces of kielbasa sausage, dice a yellow onion, and then peel and dice 5 medium russet potatoes and trim a pound of green beans. Over to your slow cooker, add in your kielbasa, onion, potatoes, and green beans. Just dump them right into your slow cooker. Next, you're going to add in about 3/4 cup of chicken broth, along with a tablespoon of minced garlic. And then for the seasonings, I'm using salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and paprika. You could really use any seasonings. You could use Cajun seasonings, you could use Italian seasonings, but I'm keeping it simple. These are like simple but yet bold, flavorsome seasonings. Also add in 2 tablespoons of sliced butter. Give this a stir. Cook this on low for about 4 to 5 hours. Once the potatoes are tender, stir in 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. Then you could serve this dinner up. This one's definitely like a unique and different one for a slow cooker, but it turned out really good. I'll be the first to admit I overcooked mine just a little bit, just because I wasn't home at the 4-hour mark, but yet this still tasted delicious being slightly overcooked. My little ones have been asking for a berry cobbler, and to be honest with you, I have not been feeling like turning on my oven, heating up my whole house to make a berry cobbler, so we're making one in my slow cooker. This is kind of like a slow cooker hack. So grab your cake mix, add it to a bowl, then add in your melted butter, give it a stir. It's going to be kind of like crumbly like this, and that's totally fine. And then I am lining my slow cooker just with a slow cooker liner like this, just to help out with cleanup in the end, just because, you know, berries tend to get a little bit sticky. This part's not necessary if you don't have one though. For the berries I'm using today, I'm using frozen blueberries, but you could use mixed berries. We actually picked some fresh raspberries the other day, but we ate them all, so I wasn't able to make it into the cobbler. But I also added in my cornstarch. Just give it a stir. Then you're going to add that cobbler mixture over the top. Cook this on low for about 3 to 4 hours. Once the cooking time is up and the top of the cobbler is kind of like golden brown, you could serve this up. My little ones were so excited about it. We topped ours with ice cream. Slow cooker berry cobbler is quite delicious, and I do recommend it if you've never tried it before. It's just kind of like a unique way to make a berry cobbler and not have to turn on your oven. Oh man, look at what just came in the mail. I had a couple of you guys asking to see it when I received it, so you guys are the first to see it. This is my YouTube million subscriber plaque or play button, however you call it. YouTube gives you this if you pass 1 million subscribers, and oh my goodness, I am so excited. I never thought I would pass 1 million subscribers, to be quite honest with you guys, so thank you for being here for me. Thank you for supporting me and following me along and watching my cooking videos. Oh my goodness, I am so excited. It's just like a fun little play button. So seriously, thanks for being here for me throughout the years. I will always be here for you guys. I love you all. Oh, I have so many more videos like this on my channel, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next one. Bye for now.